Metals and non-metals. Today we are going to study about the physical properties of metals. There are 118 elements known at present. All elements can be broadly classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. So these are the three categories in which elements are divided. A majority of elements are metals. So a huge number of elements are basically actually metals. So the number of metals is more. Most of the metals are solid except mercury, which is liquid at room temperature. So there's only one exception of mercury, that is liquid. Remaining all the metals are solid at room temperature. There are 22 non-metals, and out of those 22 non-metals, 10 are solid, 1 is liquid, which is mercury, and 11 are in gaseous state. So we have only one exception in non-metal, which is liquid, and we have only one exception in metals, which is liquid. So remember its name. In metal it is mercury, which is liquid, and in non-metal it is bromine, which is liquid. Position of metals and non-metal in the periodic table. Metals occupy the left and the central position in the periodic table, whereas non-metals occupy the right hand side position in the periodic table. And metalloids with the zigzag line, they divide the metals and non-metals in the periodic table. So they are shown with yellow. You can see that metals are shown with red, non-metals with blue, and metalloids are shown with yellow color. Position of metals and non-metals in periodic table. Metals are placed in the center and on the left hand side of the periodic table. Hydrogen is an exception because it is a non-metal but placed on the left hand side of the periodic table. In the periodic table, the yellow colored elements, which generally borders the step line, are considered to be as the metalloids. They show property of both metals and non-metals. Common examples of metalloids are boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony. So silicon is very commonly used in computer industries. So it's very familiar name. And arsenic has a bad name because it's a poisonous substance. Physical properties of non-metal. The first physical property is all metals are solid at room temperature except mercury. Second, metals are lustrous, means they possess shine. They have a shiny surface. We call it as a metallic luster. Non-metals are malleable. It means that they can be hammered into thin sheets without breaking. So gold, silver, aluminium are some of the highest malleable metals. You can see that aluminium is used in packing food and packing medicines, etc., because it doesn't react and is malleable also. Gold and silver, you may have seen that they are so malleable that they are even having a very thin coating on the sweets. Gold and silver, because they are malleable, can be easily changed into jewelries. Next, metals are ductile, that means that a metal can be drawn into thin wires, means you can change them into wires. About 2 kilometers of length can be drawn from 1 gram of gold. So you can see how ductile this metal is, that from only 1 gram of gold you can make a wire of 2 kilometers long. Metals are generally hard. Sodium and potassium are exception, which can be cut with the help of a knife. So these are the only exception which can be cut with a knife. Otherwise all the remaining metals are very hard and you can't cut them with knife at all. Metals are sonorous, means on hitting they produce a ringing sound, and that is the reason that the temples always have bells which are made up of metals. And even in musical instrument there is a huge amount of musical instruments which are using metal strings. Metals are good conductor of heat, means heat can easily pass through them. The conduction of heat is also called as thermal conductivity. Silver is the best conductor of heat. Lead is the poorest conductor of heat. Mercury is also a good conductor of heat. Metals are also good conductor of electricity. The electrical and the thermal conductivity is due to the presence of free electrons. Silver is again the best conductor of electricity, but since silver is very expensive, therefore copper and aluminium are commonly used in electrical wirings. Metals have high density, means the particles are very tightly packed. That makes the metal very heavy. Example, mercury has a high density, 13.6 grams per cubic centimeter, and osmium has the highest density of 22.6 grams per cubic centimeter. Sodium and potassium are exceptions over here. Metals have high melting and boiling point. Tungsten has such a high melting point, and that is the reason it is used as a filament in electric bulbs. Metals have high tensile strength, means they don't break so easily, they can tolerate a huge amount of pressure on them. Most of the metals are grey in color, but gold and silver are exceptions. So let's have a look on the properties of metals. There are so many properties which metals possess. They are shiny in appearance, they have high density due to the tight packing of atoms, they are good conductor of electricity due to the presence of free electrons or mobile ions. Ductiles and malleability is shown by this property by metals because they can easily bend and stretch without breaking. They have high melting and boiling point due to the strong force. There is only one exception, that is mercury. They are strong and tough. They are good conductor of heat due to the presence of free electrons. Again, solid at room temperature, all of them except only one, that is mercury. So that's all in the physical properties of metals.